Have you ever studied for hours, yet the moment you opened your book, your mind refused to listen? Have you ever felt your heart race, your thoughts scatter, and suddenly, everything you learned just slips away? Then this story is for you. This is the story of Ian, a sincere student with a simple dream to pass his exams and make his parents proud. But every time he tried to study, his breath shortened, his chest tightened, and his thoughts spun like a wild storm. No matter how much he pushed himself, the harder he tried, the louder his anxiety became. One morning, after failing yet another test, Ian walked out of the classroom with a result paper that felt heavier than his whole future. He sat alone on the cold staircase, his voice trembling as he whispered, "I study so much, so why can't I focus? Why does my own mind work against me?" At that moment, his old mentor, Sir Rayman, approached him. He didn't ask what happened. He didn't scold him. He simply said, "Ian, come with me." They walked to the small garden behind the school, a place most students ignored. There, Sir Rayman placed a bowl filled with water on a stone bench. Ian held it with shaky hands. The surface rippled violently. Sir Rayman pointed at it. "Look closely. When the water shakes, do you see your reflection clearly?" Ian shook his head. "Exactly," the mentor continued. "When your mind is disturbed, your path becomes blurry. But when the water becomes still, watch what happens." Slowly, the ripples settled. The water turned calm, clear, steady. For the first time that day, Ian saw his own reflection perfectly. Sir Rayman's voice softened. "A calm mind is not a gift. It is a discipline. You must train it breath by breath, choice by choice. Still your mind like this water, and you will begin to see everything clearly." Those words didn't just enter Ian's ears, they entered his heart. Ian made a decision. He woke up early, took slow, deep breaths, meditated for a few minutes, even when his mind tried to wander. And whenever panic began to rise, he imagined the still bowl of water. He wasn't perfect. Some days were messy. Some nights he felt the old fear return, but he no longer ran from it. He breathed through it. Slowly, the storm inside him softened. His thoughts aligned. His heart steadied. And his mind, once chaotic, finally learned to rest. Weeks later, on exam day, Ian walked into the hall with steady breaths. For a moment, the old anxiety tried to rise again, but he whispered to himself, "Still your mind like water." And just like that, calmness returned. When the exam results were announced, Ian passed with marks he once believed were impossible. Sir Rayman smiled and said, "Now you understand, Ian, the mind is not your enemy. Guide it, and it becomes your greatest strength." That evening, as Ian walked home, he looked up at the quiet sky. For the first time in a very long time, he felt peaceful, and he understood something he had never realized before. The world had not changed. His exams had not changed. His challenges had not changed. Only one thing had changed: his mind. And that one change changed everything. He smiled gently and whispered, "Strength isn't loud. Sometimes it's just a calm breath. Remember this, your mind is like water. When it is restless, you see only confusion. But when it becomes still, solutions appear that were always there. Life will continue to test you. Pressure will come. Fear will return. But if you can calm your mind, you can face anything." Thank you for listening to today's story. And if Ian's journey touched your heart, remember this. A calm mind doesn't just change your results, it changes the person you become. For more powerful, life-changing village stories, don't forget to subscribe and join us for the next story.